Thanks for joining us, and on behalf of Psychic Fair Spiritual Learning Centre, we're doing a little bit of an interview over Skype today. So this is Michelle Graham. Say hi.
Hi. I'm miles away from Tracy.
How cool. Michelle is going to be sharing with us on Wednesday evening, the 16th of May at 7 o'clock at God's Garage. I'm going to be asking Michelle to go over what she's going to be sharing with us. But first of all, I'd like to ask Michelle, what is your, I was just checking what was up on the screen. It was doing something funny. That's all good. What is your spiritual journey so far? Just in a, in a compact way. What's made Michelle Michelle?
Yeah, well, it probably started at the age of 7. I was educated in a Catholic school, and I had a wonderfully liberal Catholic nun at that age, and she just said one very simple little statement, but when she said it, it was like I turned a key and I walked into this just vast space of understanding what life was all about. And anyway, the long and short of it was I went home and said to my mother that day, Mum, I just realised today that you and Dad are just my caretakers in this lifetime, and I've only got one true connection, and that's inwardly with the God within me. But I understood at that young age that we've got this eternal spirit within, and I guess from that point on, I was really seeking to learn more about that. And it wasn't until I was age 18 that I came across the Eastern mystic tradition, and I began transcendental meditation. And that just opened up all of the knowledge that I had been seeking to really understand really the nature of our existence, like consciousness. And from that point on, I think I put out an intent at that age that I wanted enlightenment in this lifetime. And I set about just following whatever I could see that would open my consciousness to more awareness, more vast awareness. I studied all of it intently. Some of it was like very intensive meditation courses where we're doing about 6 hours of meditation a day.
Wow.
Yeah, some really big awarenesses come to you when you're doing that amount of meditation. And you start to realise that you are totally connected with everything that is. Some of the personal experiences you have, you might be sitting in a room and you actually experience that the essence of you is no different to the carpet, the walls, the room, the house, everything, trees. So I guess what I want to share on the night is a method of meditation where people can find more stillness, because I think this is the key to our civilization shifting to the next level. We're just so busy, and our conscious mind is so consumed with what is coming through our visual stimulus that we've lost connection with the fact that we are all connected. And when we practice this form of meditation, I know a lot of your people that you connect with are very interested in psychic development. Well, that is just a natural
It's natural communication, isn't it? Yeah.
It will happen naturally when you start to practice this particular kind of meditation on a daily basis. As you can imagine, if you're having first-hand experience of your connection with everything that is, then as soon as you come in contact with another person, you're instantly totally aware of everything that's making up that person, and the messages start to flood in. You know, you might hear them, you might start to speak or whatever, but it's just a natural capacity for humans when they start to still their conscious mind and get that presence and that quiet within.
Wonderful.
So on the night I'll share that meditation. We might actually do a couple of different kinds. I'll also be running a short PowerPoint, just letting people understand how their subconscious mind also is impacting on their relationships and with it, with other people and with the world in general. We might do some kinesiology just to fun little testing to see where you're at this point in time, and I think people will get a lot of surprises with that.
Absolutely.
So,
because often what you think, and you're really adamant that this is what I want, and if you test your body's response, it's like your subconscious is saying no, you don't.
That's exactly right. And also too, if people are having problems in their relationships, like they might find that they keep getting angry people popping up in the relationships, and people who are quite just abusive to them. We're going to do some kinesiology testing just to show you very simply where that's coming from. And I'll be bringing along some little cards and giving them out to people, and they can keep them in their wallets or their purses. And it's going to be a little tool that people can use whenever they have something disturbing showing up in their personal space. And this little tool will just open up their awareness hugely and reconnect them with how powerful they are at creating whatever appears in their life. I've used this and been totally amazed at initially in one interaction that I'm thinking of, I was really upset at how the person was speaking to me, and then I started this little process, and within about 5 or 10 minutes I had these huge aha moments, and I saw how that same pattern had been appearing in my life, and I traced it back through the years, and ultimately I could take 100% responsibility for why that person was speaking to me in that way, in that moment. And the great part was, as soon as I got that aha moment, that person's energy shifted. And the very next morning, that person came to me and said, gosh, I really realised, how I was speaking to you last night, and I really want to apologise about that, and I'm going to change my behaviour to you. And I'm sitting there thinking, wow, this is great. I didn't have to fight. All I had to do was do this little exercise over and over within myself. They could talk all they liked at me, and I was shifting the energy on the inside of me, and then it showed up in my physical world.
How exciting.
So that's what I'm sharing on Wednesday night. We're going to have some fun.
Oh, I'm so excited because I do know you and I've spent time with you. I realise, you have so many gifts to share with everybody and so much knowledge. So I'm really excited for everybody to come and to experience you and to learn so much from you. So thank you so much for coming on Wednesday. I really appreciate it. And
I look forward to it.
Me too. Thank you so much. We'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.